I mean, sorry, picking the Blitzcrank into the hands is a dangerous thing, but
stop
he's going to
playing with
cycle
my
off
heart, my
it.
friend. Yeah!
What do you mean? This isn't playing with you. This
No,
is getting
it's
exactly
good.
what you want. The Brad to be locked in bottom side. Oh, man, okay. Now we've got Meep collection happening.
Lumao will always have an answer to Enchanter supports. When it ever comes down to how are we going to reach the back line, you know, Yumi being like, oh my God, yes! Yes, my friend! Please!
All right, well, that means that we've got Sword playing Akali, maybe, on the top side.
Yes.
And Chovy has hard locked.
Griffin's comp works out well if they can play to the side of the lanes, you know, incredibly well. But to JDG's credit, the game hasn't even gotten to their strengths.
Yeah. And we came back. I'm not sure whether we dropped out there.
They're trying to shut me up.
Yeah, my ears.
They don't want me to tell
died. They
JDG
didn't want to
what to
see
do.
this. As Zoom is going to get dived on. Sword is going to be here, and they are going to grab it. That's Tarzan grabbing a killer instinct and using it for exactly that.
Flawless was in the area. Yagao even forcing the teleport just in case it goes long enough, but not going to happen. Just being able to get the kill on the Zoom as fast as they could. So great gank. I mean,
yeah,
worked
really
out.
nicely done. Griffin, though, they're going for the roam, and this is what can happen. Chovy's got his Moby boots now. True Shot Barrage will tag Imp, and Chovy says, that's my time to go in.
Stop him.
Yeah, can he dive forward? There's going to be the flash in. The ultimate's not quite enough damage, as Imp was able to have a nice hot cup of cocoa and get himself out of it.
He just got straight on top of him with the flash, too. How are you going to be, as a Bard, throwing the ultimate in the right direction?
Yeah.
Throwing your Q? Of course he's going to miss that. The Talon just went straight for his neck.
Would you say that Tempered Fate was then Tempting Fate? Is that what you meant?
100%. 100,000% on that.
All right, Chovy back into the lane, and this is exactly what he's going to be doing. In and out, in and out. Just making sure that Yagao's not going to have time with his Sand Soldiers to get those autos in, and Flawless isn't going to be able to enact ganks like this as effectively. Tarzan not in vision at the moment. As there's the Emperor's Divide. Chovy delivered for free over to JDG, evening out that kill score very nicely. Tarzan not going to have the opportunity to go towards this Mountain Drake. The pesky guy is going to be chasing him.
Oh no.
As now Yagao has to deal with Tarzan.
Yeah, I don't think he can get in max range. You have to be concerned if you're Yagao on that one. Don't play around. Stop it.
Yeah. Shifting Sand's going to be able to get into safety. He's all right, Raz. It's fine. Still had his flash. Wasn't going to die.
But that was
okay.
That was great from JDG to be able to look for that play. If they had waited any longer, you can already see the dragon being started. But this is what you're worried about.
Imp is actually deciding he wants to just straight up take this one. He knew that there were going to be 3 people.
There's never an excuse for that. Even if it wasn't those champions, we already talked about the 2 that you have to be concerned about in side lanes. But
I'm trying to have a look for the vision here. I don't know whether that control would actually went down as Tarzan was moving through, because if that's the case, Imp knew he was dead.
Yeah,
and he was
really the longer lanes. You want to be able to take down that mid lane turret so you have access to both sides of the jungle. So if you're going for the dragon that's going to be coming up in 3 minutes, then you can have the vision placed down. But who did they find?
All right, yep, JD has found Chovy, and now he's dead. That's what happens if everyone presses all their buttons on one character. That's what this composition can do.
I mean, I just didn't expect it. Obviously, he didn't either.
So now you see it, now you don't. It's a bit of magician work over on JD's side.
They're bringing Azir for this one. I don't know if they think that they can move into the second turret, but just in case Griffin thinks they can pick a fight.
Well, Tarzan's got a Tempered Fate that he can now play around with. It's a weird ultimate in general, and a hijacked version.
Like, Bard being able to find the Azir sec with Yagao to get the kill on mid lane was that first step. And then, of course, the Rift Herald being able to be picked up, fight preceding that. Like, JDG are in a good spot to still play around in later objectives. They just can't get picked off.
There's the Tempered Fate on top of the gentleman who uses the Tempered Fate. True Shot Barrage follows him through the magical journey. What the hell? He just went to the moon and back on Tarzan's side, gets himself the shield. He's going to be all right as Chovy jumps over the wall a little bit early, jumps back again. It's absolutely fine. Final chapter now coming in as Griffin. They eventually find the kill, but I don't know. I mean, Tarzan took a trip to outer space, and we'll see whether he's actually going to let us know what happened.
That was a magical journey.
If you ever had one.
That was beautiful.
Good Lord. All right, well, now Zoom goes into the world edit. Infernal Chains is going to land. I don't know whether he can actually make this one happen, though. Lumao, his only backup for the moment. as Lahens.
Sword.
The you and me is going to be there. Yeah, Sword wants to find it. First ultimate does come in. Does have the more of Malmortius. Does able to move out of the way of these Mystic shots, which is the big deal. Tarzan now picks himself up in Emperor's Divide. We'll have to keep our eye on which Sand Soldiers are whose in the next fight, potentially.
You can already see it. They're basically just picking both sides to keep their vision clean. If the Observer would close, like, essentially close off the vision. Oh my God, please stop hitting him. But yeah, both the right and left side of mid lane have been pretty well secured by Griffin.
Well, Griffin now is looking to secure themselves their third Drake as Tarzan. Gonna be able to throw out that ultimate. Goes golden, does Lumao, and does buy some time here. Viper is eventually able to grab that kill as now Chovy. He has himself Lahens in his back pocket, making sure Imp can't enter this fight. Does have to be careful because Imp will have that killer instinct available, can reposition quite well around CC'd opponents. Viper looking for Qs with that pesky minion wave in the wrong position. True Shot Barrage flies out, and in the meantime, Tarzan is going to be taking this Mountain Drake.
Yep. Don't need anyone else really to help you out. They can secure the mid lane push so there's no response from JD. If they hadn't sent more people to get the dragon, JD would have looked for the outer mid lane turret, but not going to be a possibility. That's a double Mountain Dragon now for Griffin.
Double Mountain Drake, and now
another dragon under their belt.
It's another Mountain Drake as well. The perfect dragon for this composition, you have to feel, is Sword going to dive into the backline. The exhaust is going to be their final chapter. He's going to soften up the members of JDG so much. No one has fallen just yet. Chovy launches into the backline and it just gets evaporated. Takes the easy way out there as well as now Zoom trying to get work done. Lumao dies as an afterthought. The GA is there, but I'm sorry, mate. That is a see your death moment, and now Griffin should be able to run to the Baron.
Straight through the flank. Chovy unseen just eviscerates him.
And then just dives over the wall to get out of there. That's the ninja assassination from all the movies, man.
This is exactly what Hollywood was made of.
Oh, God. Well, Griffin are going to be able to turn that into even more of a horror story. It feels like the original It movie, you know, where the clown all of a sudden turns into that really big, scary, weird-looking monster.
Oh, no.
Well, that's what the Baron buff is. And he gets dealt with very easily. I mean, I felt like that wasn't the scary part of the movie, let's be real. Kind of ruined everything. Tim Curry's performance was really that was the highlight in the scariness. We've gone off track.
But also denying you from a real front line. What is your front line going to be able to achieve for you? Flawless really felt invisible this game, not because he's not, oh, well, maybe.
Well, we've discovered him now, but that's an instant QSS. Well, Mercurial Scimitar, because of course Viper has all the money in the world. Prowling Projectile comes forward, and that ultimate hit, by the way, guys.
Yes, it hit. And Captain Jack is in the building.
I think he is. In fact, he is. He's an analyst.
Exactly.
He's working right now as Griffin are going to be able to take down this inner turret. But bottom side of the map, the Aatrox is defending well as Chovy has left that lane.
But that backs my point about how Flawless seems, you know, invisible, but he's trying a lot.
Yeah.
He's trying to make plays happen, but the Mercurial Scimitar on the Ezreal, who's been forcing everything down your throat, and then you look towards what's been happening consistently. He's playing his front line. It's that the front line, the damage is changing. The Talon is constantly finding your back line, and so Imp has no security this game.
Yeah, and he's against an Akali and a Talon. I mean, you're just having a really bad time.
Extra movement speed from Yumi too. This is just insufferable to deal with.
Yeah, the zoomies and the Mercurial Scimitar movement speed, that's nutty. Okay, Griffin are going to go for it. That one's going to land the final chapter. Misses the last few bolts. Lumao trying to get out of there. Sword says absolutely not. Chovy gets a solo ultimate for his trouble on the backside as Tarzan eventually takes down Imp, and Griffin, by hook or by crook, are going to win this fight. The first two going over to Tarzan. Sword looking for the backline is now Flawless, running away with a sliver of health. Chovy dives in with the Q. The Sun Turret is there, trying to get work down. It does, as the Yuumi is going to fall, but eventually so does that Sun Turret, and Griffin have won the fight.
Yeah, and their carries are still up. So they're taking a lot here. This should be an inhibitor, but 20-second long death timer on Imp, 47-second death timer on Yagao.
Yeah, this is actually pretty late into the game. 40 minutes have gone by, Raz, somehow.
Oh, no.
And only now is it a 10,000 gold lead, and only now does Flawless have to desperately hold on to his Nexus turrets. The Talon will complete the ace, and look at the damage to these structures. Viper, with the Trinity Force he just built, is going to take down Imp, and then will destroy the Nexus. Griffin will reign supreme here in their first international game on the Rift Rivals stage.
Beautiful debut. I mean, honestly, they strangled them to death. Griffin
But in a weird way, right? Like
Yes.
this, like a Talon composition isn't the one that you expect is going to play that sort of controlled mid-game and then win team fights at 40 minutes as 5v5.
They played that composition as if they had mastered it. And that's what is very scary to really, look into a mirror and say that, JDG came into this game